Canto 23. The House of Bonaparte. The childless Josephine weeps for her life, tempestuous as storm/Vallenbrosen. And now her husband takes another wife, some chubby but-faced royal Austrian. For 7 years her table reigns supreme. Drying her noble tears, she toasts the dying dream. From Holland and Etruria to the States of Germany, the zenith of an emperor, brash nadir of majesty. Both Madrid and Westphalia ruled by his family, and now the heir is born, the king of Rome. But looking at these hairs upon his comb, he knew that he might conquer kings, but never conquer time. The flutterings of eagles' wings drown out the churchy chime, bells welcoming the evening like a Languedocian rhyme. Paris, 1811. A new frontier. Scarlet redcoats rampage through Portugal, securing Lisbon's laughter and treasure. Alas, events unfold here typical, tribute to British bungled half measure, till Wellington's rising reputation joins these demonstrations of conflagration. The French forces are wedged between his hammer and his anvil, the first fighting for king and queen from Galway, Leeds, Largs and Rill. The latter patter forth unseen, darting from kill to kill, the daring, dashing Spanish guerrilla, or the fearless Portuguese militia. From storming Badajoz walls to Valvimiero, Wellesley controls the hapless Gaul's Iberian hero. Securing Salamanca lets him cross the Ebro's flow. Spain, 1811. A new war. Napoleon's embargo at full strain, belittled by those Iberian ports, with England gaining victories in Spain, bourgeoisie craving tea and petticoats. Alexander opens the door to trade. His fellow emperor launched into a tirade. How dare this peasant Muscovite deny my sacred orders? The time has come for France to fight, move men up to the borders. We must avenge this selfish slight. Satisfaction owed us. Two purple brothers, once friendship serene, hurtled to war like Guelph and Ghibelline. To arms, 600,000 sons marched through the French Empire. The vista stuns, so many guns, some vasty field of fire. An aide-de-camp arrives, your grand army awaits thee, sire. Battle of the Moskva. Oh wait, that was Poland, June 1812. Battle of the Moskva. Buoyantly rows of bayonets bounce east. Mile on mile the enemy defeated, but step by step their numbers are decreased, by disease and desertion depleted. Even Smolensk hardly holds back the flow. And now the mood grows tense. Poised at Borodino, Muscovy's aristocracy combine for Alexander, with all their stalwart peasantry, the miracle of Russia. Her scouts shout out, the enemy, whose feverish leader shows no stomach for such desperate fight. Days terrible, till Tolstoyan twilight. As Kutuzov sounds the retreat, fatigue, pause, pandemic. The Tsar this treats not as defeat, but victorific. For like the weary leader, the grand army has grown sick. Borodino, September 1812. Turning tide. The path to Russia's heart hacked Cossack clear. Its conqueror trots through the old city. No Roman triumph shall await him here. Streets of ghosts salute his victory. What is that smell? Flames flicker candlesque. Soon frightening, burning hell surrounds his writing desk. A score of letters reach the Tsar, none in reply forthcoming, for his opponent's rising star has retreated from the ring. This is no way to conduct war. What will this madness bring? And all around his far from grand army live life like dying men, desperately. Rape rioting with ransack wild, short autumn swiftly spanned. This meek and mild abandoned child holds out her little hand. A pretty snowflake melted there, as Alexander planned. Moscow, October 1812. Retreat from Moscow. With rumours of gross treachery at home, by dog-drawn sledge the Emperor winds west, leaving his soldiers in the wintry gloam. New bonny prince saying, men do your best. No more his French shall dictate Europe's show. Through thick unburied stench they drove through Borodino. The remnant of the legion's tracks the ruts of that royal sleigh. Assaulted by vengeant Cossacks, only the brave marshal Ney, with 1,000 fends the attacks, combat both night and day, giving the grand army a fighting chance. Through men like him flows the elan of France. 10,000 only ordeals last, lying silent in the street. Crowds look aghast as phantoms past, frostbitten black the feet. Those gods that conquered Moscow humbled cripples in defeat. Paris, December 1812. Eternal war. To North America the wars have spread. Great Britain drawn into a needless trial, giving the French a chance to count the dead and find more fools to fill the rank and file. Then not too soon the Russian recompense, sense moment opportune, foe thrown onto defence. Tricolours from their masts are torn, Bourbon banners form a band. For Muscovy rise not alone, together nations stand, ready to claim that revenge sworn. Men from many a land, determined on Europa's liberty, advance against this latest grand army. But these brave grognards drown beneath the weight of all their foes. From sheath to sheath is passed a wreath of ivy and black rose. The battle lost, retreat to France, an eerie feeling grows. Leipzig, 1813. Swan Song. Napoleonic necroambience besieges each department of the French. A gloomy thrall pervades his arrogance, the whiff of grape shot more a rapist stench. Still cannons pound, still dying men advance, still some blood spills on ground, some mortal wound of France. But flare is flare, Elan, leading 70,000s, protecting the vast border span in a noble final stand. He meets Blucher in Prussia's van and beats him out of hand. From Champollion to Chateau Thierry, the god of war still toasts the victory. Bring me more men! But now, alas, that well of conscripts dry. Like fragile glass through Alpine pass, fresh Austrians shall fly. March on Paris, all is lost, the old romantics sigh. France, February 1814. Crossing the Pyrenees. The age of the Corsican now fading. The cage he built ripped steadily apart. I'll do that again. The age of the Corsican now fading. The cage he built steadily ripped apart. The stage grown sick of his masquerading. The page picked clean of every Bonaparte. One parting shot. Without Napoleon, you certainly would not have Dukes of Wellington. The name of this aristocrat dours his days as does disease. Both Marshal Soult, Monsieur Murat, push back across Pyrenees, across the Bidazouan Ghat, an unstoppable breeze. Pierced the soft underbelly of empire, through modernist manoeuvre, shock and fire. Where puffed up fierce beside the flocks of Spanish falconry, and Lisbon's rocks the fighting cocks of the allied army, brought battle onto Gallic soil, proclaiming victory. Orthez, February 1814.